Yes. Okay. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, it's again Tuesday, and well, I hope you will be learning for this next 1 hour's program, because like I said earlier, our very special guest tonight is Miss Kate Evangelista. She is a Filipino writer, yet here's the thing, she's been published internationally. I mean, a lot of us are already having trouble getting published locally, but no, this girl went international on the bigger stage. So because her spunk, her amazing personality, and her awesome writing just was able to get out there. So she's here with us right now in the studio. She made time for this because I think they came all the way from Santa Rosa, yes, Laguna, and she came to Manila just to share her thoughts on how she got started, and also to hopefully give some tips that you guys can use, especially if you are writers yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, again, my pleasure to reintroduce to you Miss Kate Evangelista. Hello again, Kate.
Hey everybody, good evening.
Again, thank you so very much for making it here. I mean, it's your mom's birthday,
yes,
and you guys made time for this.
Yes, cannot repeat it enough. You know, I mean, moms are awesome.
I know. I mean, without them, we won't be here.
Sure.
So, all right. So, Kate, a while ago, we just started off with your story as how you started out as a writer. Now, quick question is, what is the process like? Number one, where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, I actually like that question because you can get inspiration from anywhere. You don't necessarily just have to have one muse. I know a lot of people have muses. One good example is that Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is his muse. I mean, the movies they've done together,
right,
so many.
Right.
But from what I realized during the growth that I've been having as a writer, is that take inspiration from anywhere and everywhere. Whatever inspires you, let it be music, movies, other books, other writers, other people. Actually, Stephen King said that, you know, I'm paraphrasing here, but observe people when they don't know you're observing them. Because there's always, and I realize that because there's always a story. Somewhere, somebody can be sitting in a cafe all alone, and you think, why is he or she sitting in a cafe all alone? That can be inspiration. You can create a story from that. Or a friend of mine, another author, Samantha Soto, she was driving in traffic one day, and her main character from her book just got into her car, and that was it. You know, I mean, figuratively.
Right.
So it's you don't know where inspiration will strike, but the most important thing is when it does, run with it. Run with it. Don't let it stagnate, because definitely you will forget. And that's what happens with me sometimes at night when I'm about to go to sleep, and I finally inspiration hits, and I'm like, oh no. So I was like, okay, get phone, type it up, and then I really have to force myself to stop and say, go to sleep, because if I don't, it will be morning and I wouldn't have gotten any rest.
And you'd still be writing probably another novel.
Yes, very true.
Wow. Alright, so inspiration comes from anywhere.
Yes, you feel it. It's almost like lightning inside. It strikes and it's magical. You could sit in a movie theater and say, wow,
right
yeah, and wow. And so, I mean, for my third book series, Reaping Me Softly, that actually came about.
I like that title, Reaping Me Softly.
Yes.
Like a song right there. Okay.
Yes. So, I was actually watching Deathly Hallows Part 1 when the inspiration of that hit, because they were there's a scene in this movie where Death was I think going after the three brothers.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, and I love that scene where, you know, they did it in a cartoon type of instead of live action. So, and then quickly inspiration hit, and I knew what I wanted to do, and the moment I got home, I just started writing the first chapter. So it's you never know where it's gonna come from. Just be prepared and then run with it.
So at least good thing you have your phone with you all the time.
Yes.
So it's the all faithful one wherein there's the inspiration, there goes your phone, just type away.
Type away. Yes.
Okay. Now, another question though, regarding the process of writing itself. Where do you enjoy writing your novels? Do you stay home? Do you go to a coffee shop? Is there an ideal place for you?
Well, at the beginning of the year, I started off in a coffee shop because they have the perfect tables and the chairs are just right, the height.
And the coffee's like around the corner.
Yeah, I actually had to really keep myself from drinking so many coffees or so many drinks while writing, because you get a buzz. All that sugar while sitting down is just not good.
All time high.
You're like your fingers are like shaking on the keyboard while you're typing. So I pace myself. I give myself one drink and write the whole afternoon. I gave myself always a 1 to 4 o'clock. That's my writing time in the afternoon. And to the point where I went there every day, almost like it's an office. So the baristas and the guard already knew who I was when the moment I go into the door. But I was very lucky in that my mom actually set up this little nook for me at our house where I could.
So it's a kid's little corner.
Yes, it's at the balcony. I have this balcony attached to my room. So she put a little table there and then a little chair, and every afternoon, so instead of going to the coffee shop, that's where I would sit down and write, and I found that it's very conducive to writing there. So
it's the right energy.
Yes, once again, a shout out to the awesomeness of mothers and what they know about you and what they would do for you in support of your art.
Wow. Well, I think all moms out there are just really amazing on their own.
Yes.
They balance a lot of, the kids already and their duties and responsibilities, and if they do work or whatnot, and they still make time for everything.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Michael Phelps would not have won the 8 gold medals without the support of his mom.
True.
Justin Bieber, support of the mom. Charisse Pempenko, support of the
mom.
So you see it, even Pacquiao, support of the mom. So you see all of these amazing people, and they're amazing because their mom supported them. I mean, they went, Mom, this is what I like, and Mom's like, okay, I will support you in what you like, and look at them today.
It's a nurturing kind of relationship.
Yes.
And speaking about nurturing relationships, how is it, it's, like I said earlier, it's very difficult to even get, there's a lot of challenges behind the scenes to even get yourself noticed or published on the local setup. What did you do in order to even get noticed? Can you tell us that particular journey? So you took up literature as a course. After college, you still continued to write, right?
Yes. Oh, off and on. I concentrated on teaching at the time. Okay. To all the teachers out there, you guys are awesome as well.
Yeah.
To be I realized when I was in high school, I never realized the hard work that my teachers put in day in and day out. They are there. They bring their work home. Even on vacation, they're checking papers. I experienced that on a daily basis, and it really took away time to write. I was exhausted reading papers and checking, and I realized that, is this what I woke up one day and asked myself, is this what I want to do 10 years from now? And I realized, no, that wasn't it. And then I moved to another career, which is being an essay writing consultant, and again, it wasn't for me. So until I realized that writing was my passion and what I really wanted to do, that was the only time everything started to click for me. So to answer your question, what did I do to get noticed? It's not necessarily getting noticed, but putting yourself out there. Because how will people know that you exist if you don't put yourself out there? Of course, there are dangers to that, so we have to be careful. But done right, you are able to create a fan base that anticipates whatever it is that you're gonna do. So what I did was when I finally found out what I really wanted to do, which is to be a writer, I knew I needed to make a web presence because the internet today is what binds so many people. And it literally crosses borders. So I knew I needed a website right away. So I bought the domain name for Evangelista.com, knowing that at least if people Googled me, my name, that website will show up. Yeah, so they know right away if they go to Evangelista.com, oh, writer, and then this is what she's doing. At the same time, I started using social media. I started blogging, gaining followers there little by little. I mean, don't be disappointed if you have a blog and you don't have followers yet. Don't be disappointed. Keep blogging, because sometimes not having followers can discourage you, saying, "Oh no, nobody's reading my blogs, just keep at it, and someone will take notice, and little by little you will have followers." And I realized Twitter is a very important tool. It connects you to so many people. I mean, writers I never thought I would meet. You can easily just follow on Twitter and you see their tweets every day. I mean, following Neil Gaiman, I saw him once. He went to the Philippines and he has been my idol for so long. And to be able to follow him on Twitter is like just amazing. So I realized that to be a writer, you need a Twitter account, and at the same time a Facebook page. Not just Facebook your account, but to have a page that actually says you're Cake Evangelista writer, and then people can like that page.
So they're updated with whatever you post.
Yes, precisely. It's like they don't have to be. They don't necessarily have to friend you on Facebook to be updated. If they like your page, they already are updated when you write on your wall. So it's a great way to connect with your writers, with your readers. Because like I was saying, we do not live in a world where writers can be reclusive anymore. I mean, you write a novel and then you hide away from the world.
Right.
So you can't really do well, I guess you still can, but it's really more conducive to be more active with your fan base.
Because the fans right now would also want to get to know who the author of the book is.
Yes.
And with that, we'll find out more about how you got yourself out there right after this break. So guys, stay tuned.
Now this is playing already, huh? Okay.
You can cut it off.
Hi. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
So getting yourself out there, after that, like, basically the writing process. I mean, you created your novels. After that, when you had your story, what did you do with it?
Well, you can cut.
Cut this one. Okay.
Yeah, no,